Yeah, so this is happening. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Aggathon's Rage Bar, the show where you ask me questions and I drink delicious beverages. Today is going to be episode 10. There was a question last week that was, do you think WoW is ever going to be on a console? And you know what? I happen to have a few consoles. I have a PS3 controller that works with World of Warcraft, or they can work with World of Warcraft. There's a program out there called Motion Joy, and I can map all of the keys here to things. I can even use this as the mouse, which you'll see a little bit later. So, um, that's what's going to happen on the show today. I'm going to queue for an LFR as a tank and try and tank using a PS3 controller. I'll just kind of commentary as it goes along, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll even rage at someone for being bad. Um, then, so that should be fun. A few announcements first. First, drink of the night. So, what I did for my drink. Obviously, I'm in a hotel room. This is not my room. I have changed locales. Um, I'm out on business, but I have brought my laptop and I am recording. So what I did for the beer is I had this plan. There's a place around here called like Beers of the World or something like that, and there's a ton of craft beers. I'll probably have to go there for my beer next week, because I'm here for 2 weeks. But um, I queued up for an LFR tonight earlier because we did some Garrosh attempts tonight. Which, by the way, we finally killed Garrosh on normal mode. My my guild that only raids 6 hours a week, we decided to put in an extra raid to try and get Garrosh down in normal mode, and we got him. So yay! Um, but I decided to queue for an LFR before we went because I still hadn't done the second LFR instance, because I wanted to try and get a shield before raid because I'm still using a 502 shield, and I figured, it won't take that long. I'll do the LFR real quick. I'll go find some beer, go find some food. Yeah, it took like 3 hours for 2 bosses. It was absurd. Um, but anyways, so what I did instead is I only had a few minutes before my raid, so I ran over to the bar across the street and was like, "Hey man, get me a growler of something good and local." So I went over to this place. It's in Rochester. If you're in Rochester, you probably already know about this place. This is some of the best barbecue in New York. I'm from Kansas City. I know me some damn good barbecue. Sticky Lips is delicious. And they were kind enough to also give me a free pint glass for buying a growler. Um, I decided, or, well, I didn't really decide. The bartender gave me something from the Three Heads Brewing Company. It's called the Kind IPA. So that's what this deliciousness is right here. Um, it is probably one of the smoothest IPAs I've ever tried. I think it's probably a little low on the IBU count instead, so this might be sort of like an IPA light for some people, but it's still very smooth, very good. I'm liking this local brew, Rochester. Delicious. Um, Also, before I hop into the game, send me questions about BlizzCon. There's actually two things I want you guys to do. Um, Send me questions. I'm gonna try to focus on BlizzCon and BlizzCon happenings in the next show. So send me questions about BlizzCon. Um, but also, I want to hear your BlizzCon predictions. Send me your BlizzCon predictions. I'll probably share some of them on the show. Uh, and also, I might not do this next week, but um, if you've ever had a moment in the game where you've just been like, man, I've been playing this game for too damn long. Like for me, it was the other night when I put a moon on something and I went, ha, I remember that used to mean to sheep it. uh, who CCs anymore? So anyways, if there's something that you've done in WoW that have been like, wow, I've been playing this game for way too long, send it to me, because I kind of want to do one of those like Letterman top tens, like, hee hee, Cool Ranch Doritos and Dr. Pepper, haha, yeah, hoo hoo. Anyways, so I want to do that for one of the intros one time. So send me your submissions, and I'll put them in. Send me your questions about BlizzCon, and send me your predictions, and I'll probably share some of them on the next show. So yeah, without any further ado, let's go to the game. I'm gonna just load it up a bit real quick. Okay, so first, before I start playing, I'm gonna tell you about my setup here. So, I decided that eliminating mouse use was just not efficient enough. So what I was going to do is I was just going to bind this to the mouse, and then I was actually going to tape a penny onto my mouse to lock down the right control thing so that I couldn't, so that when I was in the game, this would just always be locked on the camera. But that ended up not working out too well, mainly because of being able to place things. So if you want to place like heroic leap, for example, how do you do that? Now, what I think, if they actually put WoW on a console, heaven forbid, I think what would be good is to have this be inverted. And I think you can write a script to like have your computer view input commands inverted, and that might have worked well for this. But basically, what I think would be cool is if this is the mouse, would be then to have when it's depressed be releasing the mouse. So when it's pressed in, your mouse goes on the screen, and then when it's not pressed in, it's just your camera. But that didn't really work. So what I have here, this L1 is the right mouse click, and then this is single mouse click. So when I'm placing heroic throw, I can move this around and then click to place it. So then this is your camera toggle. Then this is my modifier. So this like switches between all my spells. These are like my main damage spells, and the shifts are other like similar damage spells. These are mainly mitigation. I bound shield wall to the PlayStation button. Select is jump. I didn't really have a good thing for jump. And yeah, so let me actually go through here and see what everything does. Let's switch over to the game. So press and select for jump. The left stick is to move around, so I have it bound to strafe right, strafe left. It's not. I think maybe I have sticky controller, doesn't go quite so well. But then you can see right now I locked my mouse down so I can move around. It's actually surprisingly good. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. It's really kind of annoying having to hold down the left stick a lot. But anyways, we've got square is devastate, X is revenge, 4 is my shield slam macro, which I have like all my synapse and berserker rage and stuff macroed, and all that stuff macroed into. Then down on the D-pad is shield block, left is shield barrier, then pummel is my right 2, heroic strike is my right 1, then shift R1 is cleave. So R1 is heroic strike, shift R1 is it's really L2 plus R1 is cleave, because that's my modifier key. Then triangle is shockwave, and then shift. That's not supposed to be that. Oh wait, sorry, that is supposed to be that. Shift square is thunderclap. And so there's other abilities I could have bound. I could have done some other modifiers, but this is just sort of a proof of concept. So I'm going to queue up and we're going to see what happens. So as far as what I could do, I don't think I want to do Gates of Retribution, just because I don't. Clicking on the mines is gonna be tough, and I don't think I can pull that off as my first go around. If you notice, there's a lot of stuff I don't really have bound. I do have my shouts bound. Those are bound to something. What is that? Oh, that's shift circle and shift. Shift X. Okay, I was right. So shift circle, shift X are my two major shouts. God, the memory on the muscle memory getting this down is going to be really rough. Since it's going to be so rough, I could probably do Siegecrafter and make that work. But I think I'm just going to do Veil of Eternal Shadows, even though I've already cleared it like a couple times this week, because I also did some footage for the how to take LFR in 60 seconds or left. I swear I'll get it out soon. I just haven't had time to really go through and put in the effort to it that I want. So, we'll go ahead and queue. Looks like it could be a long wait time for this one, though. Brief interruption here. Due to technical difficulties, I thought I recorded the first two bosses. However, I apparently didn't, which is a shame, because there was some hilarious commentary. I realized it when I was on Norshan, so next up is Norshan and Shaw of Pride, where I tank Norshan and then DPS Shaw of Pride. See what happens. Alright, on to Norshan. First recorded boss fight. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to tank first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, jeez. I apparently was too close to charge him or something. So that was bad. So yeah, starting off just real great here. So like I said before, I was pressing a lot of wrong buttons. Doing a lot better now.
Beware.
Although picking up these manifestations could be rough. Oop, we gotta move around here. Scoot around. Oh jeez, how did that happen? Actually, I got a thing shifted to the wrong place. Alright, manifestation of corruption, taunt. Oh, my other guys got those. Alright, never mind. I'm good. I should pick that up though. Oh, someone else already got it.
Beware.
Right. Here comes the real test. Let's see if I do this. So I do have my interrupt bound.
Destruction.
Move! Okay, moved fast enough. Alright, let's see. I don't. Oh, I paired it. Alright, I think I'm good.
Beware.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tank smash!
Destruction.
Okay, interrupted that. Didn't get a shield up for that, but I parried it anyway, so whatever. Tank
5,
smash.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't get a shield up in time.
Destruction.
Oh, shit, wrong button. Okay, I got it.
5,
Beware.
4,
Shield.
3, 2.
Excellent. Tank
One.
smash, move away!
Beware.
Kill that thing. Alright, taunt this guy over here. Get some thread on him. Use some rage. Alright. This is going okay. I think as long as not too many of those are out at once, it's not going to be a big deal to pick those up. Did I get the ball? No, someone else.
Beware.
My part. Nope. I should probably move to the other side for this.
Beware.
Oh man. I probably would have died so much over if this wasn't far. Okay, gotta do this one more time.
Destruction.
Moving for the smash. There's not even gonna worry about that. Just got a DPS otherwise.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Destruction.
Probably would have killed it that time. But you know, whatever works. Oh man, this is so bad compared to what I'm usually capable of doing. Oh shoot. Cleaves out there. More shockwaves. Keep looking at the wrong place in my bar for shockwave because I moved it around so it would work with this setup. Oh, that Billy's not ready yet. Oh man. That's the worst. We're trying to get muscle memory down and then like things aren't available. That's tough. I'm sorry if I'm not talking a lot. This actually requires like way more concentration than I thought it was going to. So now, after this, okay, so one tank boss, one DPS boss. We'll see how this goes. Oh jeez. My mocking banner. Let's drop this. Huzzah! Man, this is not easy. Alright, so I'm going DPS for this, so let's switch out the old gear. Which I suppose I could be doing this all with my mouse, but screw that. Or with my, yeah. Do as much as I can with the controller to try and show controller stuffs. Alright, DPS set. Equip. Switch bars. Let's go over here. Oh geez, I don't know what Stormbolt is going to be bound to. Okay, so that's that. What is shift that? Shift that is that. Oops. This is going to be, let's see here. What is shift? Oh my god, that's perfect. Okay, so X is, oh god, we're going. We're going. Oh dear god, we're going. Okay, what's 2? Oh god, okay. Oh shoot, that's not, I missed that then.
Beware.
Oh shoot, that's the problem. Oh jeez, this is bad. I'm so glad I didn't get thinged there. So I am, dang it, I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, finally got that combination to work. Why isn't, oh, because I don't have this bound. So not what I wanted. Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Oh shoot, I said I was gonna help with this. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. Uh,
Beware.
for hitting the wrong buttons, like, a lot, I'm really not doing that poorly in DPS. There we go. This is Whirlwind. So I keep hitting. So Raging Blow is like down D, and I keep hitting. I'm just gonna switch these real quick. Can I? There we go. Okay. Back to my rotation.
5,
Okay.
4,
Got it.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Oh, I missed that thing. Oh man, the Swelling Pride. It's getting pretty bad. Oh, I have so much rage. Can't use it all. Oh, I'm doing so poorly.
Beware.
I am not doing my rotation right at all. Because I keep hitting the wrong buttons. At least I keep getting that fairly consistently now. Okay, let's get that Raging Blow in. Don't have my big cooldown bound to anything, so I just had to just hit it. Miss my storm.
Beware.
I'm really glad this is pretty much a tank and spank fight for warriors, cause dear God. At least now I can execute. Oh, I'm supposed to go help clear these.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Yay! With 5th on DPS, with like almost 100,000 less DPS than I did on this fight last time. Oh man, that was ridiculous. I will mass res people. So, sorry that there wasn't much commentary there. I was focusing really hard and trying not to be terrible. So yeah, that is playing WoW with a PS3 controller. Wasn't very easy. So, recap on the things. So I first started using... almost dropped the controller. So I first started using the controller, I thought, wow, this is actually a lot easier to move around than I thought it was going to be. But then, when I had to, like, position myself just right to tank things properly, like, when I was clearing trash and had to, like, you go up and you thunderclap, and then you have to, like, reposition yourself to get the shockwave and the cone, that was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But I got used to it, and it was going okay. I think my biggest problem was just muscle memory. I was just trying to remember what buttons I'd mapped to what. And right there when I was playing Fury right there, I was just screwing up my rotation left and right. Like, I just... oof. I think if I had better muscle memory, I would have actually done pretty decently. I think that is far more doable than I thought it was going to be, but was not easy. Like using the keyboard, maybe it's just because I've used the keyboard and mouse for so long, but the keyboard and mouse just seems so much easier. Um, I think I'm good. I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving how hard muscle memory is to relearn enough credit, because that was pretty tricky. Um, so thank you all for, if you were in that LFR, I'm sorry. For those that were, and it was the first time someone's ever like recognized me from my videos. Thanks for playing with me. It was a lot of fun. So, send in those questions about BlizzCon. I'm going to try to make like a BlizzCon-oriented show next week. Send me your questions. Send me your reasons you know you've been playing WoW too long, jokes. Send me what you think is going to happen at BlizzCon. What do you think the next expansion is going to be? Are they even going to mention StarCraft? Uh, are they going to unveil that what I just played is about to become a reality? Scary. I can't. I'm thinking about this even more. If this were to go on the console, there's just no way you could do anything except LFR. I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving it, like, because the guy that asked the question was like very much like, no, I could pull this off, and he helped me a lot with a little bit of the thoughts on how to do the bindings, and it worked out better than I thought it was going to. But man, that just still wasn't easy. I'd have to play a lot to get back up to my proficiency, but I just don't think I could do it. Anyways, that's going to be all for today's episode. Sorry it was a little rambly. I really didn't have as much time to prepare as I thought I did, and then I thought I had some really good commentary in the first half of that, and then I apparently didn't record it. But you still got 2 fights of me playing World of Warcraft with a controller. So, with that, I'm signing off, and I will see you all next week.